Example number 3. What is the approximate distance in miles from Earth to the Moon? So you can see they give us the exact distance from Earth to the Sun, and they tell us the Moon is 0.27%. So not even 1%. About 1/4% is that distance from the Earth to the Moon relative to the Earth to the Sun. So here, you don't always have to do this, but this is just useful info. If 100% equals 93 million, and we are just trying to find a slither of that, just 0.27%, it just is something that could be useful. Like if you calculate this problem and you got 50 million, well, 50 million would be more than half of this. So just to rationalize and say, if I got 50 million, is that even close to just less than 1%? And hopefully you would reason and say no, that your answer that you calculated would be wrong. Here's one again. You could set up a proportion if you wanted, or you can look at this and say, well, what am I really trying to calculate? I'm trying to calculate 0.27% of this 93 million. And yes, there's a lot of zeros, but I'm pretty sure y'all could calculate that. So to turn this, it's already a percent. To turn it into a decimal, I'm really multiplying 0.0027. So if this was 1%, 1% is written at 0.01. So to get rid of that percent, I've got to move it 2 spaces. That's where I get this number that I'm multiplying by 93 million. Okay, when you multiply this out, you could just stack those. You could just take this 93 million and right underneath that, you could just stack it, and you're going to multiply that through. So yeah, it's a lot of zeros. Yeah, it's tedious work, but I mean, I know you could multiply 7 times 3 and 9 and 2 times 3 and 9. That's really all we're doing. The rest is 0 times 0, which is going to be 0. So calculate that one out. I want to say the answer is very close to this, or that is the answer. But I want you to work through that process.